Alright guys, so I just finished making the fixed bracelet tutorial, and I figured I might as well, this is a lot of the time what I'll do with my bracelets. If I make too much extra, I will turn it into a keychain. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a keychain I like making. The spiral keychain. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your two colors. I'm going to show you how to do it with two colors for today, and then I'll show everyone how to do all the other stuff I've shown how to do with one color later, because it's not really that different. But you're gonna bring it through, right, and pull it till you get it to the length you want your keychain to be. So like, here is a good length for my keychain, so I'm gonna stop there. Now you can use whatever you want as a thing for your keychain. I like to use a D-ring, just because then I can put like a carabiner on it, or I can put it on my keychain or whatever. You can use those little circle thingies. It really doesn't matter. Just got to have something you can loop it through. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this one, put it over both of these two strings. Blue is going to go over the black, behind both strings, and back through the black. Now, if your whatever you're using as a base shifts around, that's fine. You can just put it back into place. And then you're just gonna pull this first knot we made tight, okay? Which is different than when you're making other bracelets, because you don't want to pull that one tight most of the time. Anyways, if your first knot looks a little wonky, that's fine. Don't worry. It always does. Then you're gonna take the black again, over, under, and through. You guys need to pause the video to see anything, because maybe I'm going too fast. Feel free to do that. You can skip it back, that's fine. One more time, we're going to take the black over, we're going to put the blue over that, and then just so you guys can see, we're going to cross it in the back and just pull it through. I'm just going to do that a couple more times on camera for you guys, so that you can see how it's working. You can pull it as tight as you want, if you want. Now, we've done about 2 knots, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the black over, and feed through. Now we're going to pull the blue over, and feed the other one through, okay? I believe it's called a cobra knot. And the reason we're doing this is so we can get our keychain to spiral. So now we're going to put the black over, and then the blue, and pull it. And the reason we're doing this to make it spiral is because usually when you do a keychain, from what I show you guys, or like a bracelet, we do it evenly, right? Just over and over and over, back on one side. What we're doing here is we're essentially doing it on the same side over and over, which causes the bracelet to twist in a circle, which I think looks really cool, especially with this blue and black pattern. And you guys can start the twist sooner by just not doing, see, I did like 3 even knots. You could just do that first one and then just continue doing 1, 1, 1, and it'll start to look like this. And then, you're going to continue to add whatever it is. So now it's blue over, and then now it's black over. You just keep doing that, and the keychain, as you can tell, is starting to twist. Now, I don't know, there might be another tutorial for how to make this out there. I figured this out on my own. I don't want to say experimenting, because I was making a bracelet and I wasn't paying attention. So I had just kept doing the same side over and over, and it started to twist. I'm like, this actually looks pretty cool. And then I made a bracelet out of it, and I realized bracelets out of this pattern are very uncomfortable because it twists. It kind of digs into your arm. But keychains look really cool with it. So I make twisting keychains. As you can tell, it's like twisting. You can pull it out a little bit. It looks kind of like DNA because of the 2 colors. And just keep going down the whole thing as you get there. soon we'll be at the end, and I'll show you guys how to close it off. For anyone who is already subscribed or liked the video, thank you. I would really appreciate it if you comment. I try to respond to every comment I get, just because. So thank you guys for all the support you show me. I really do appreciate it. It's coming along nicely here. Anyone who's been on my YouTube channel for a long while knows that my big goal was to try and get Just Jewel's attention. And I did manage to do that, which I am very happy for. My next goal will probably be to get monetized and put those funds towards getting a trip out to see her in person someday. But who knows, because, you know, life pulls you in strange directions sometimes. Alright, and I think that's good. Like I said, I have a good length for my keychain. You guys can make it longer if you want. But yeah, got this twisting pattern. Or you could just do, if you want to make it a straight one, you just kind of back and forth it the whole way, which is the knots at it at the beginning. Now we have the end, so we're gonna really quick. We're just gonna snip the ends off of that excess that we still have. And if you'll notice, we kind of got to do something with these. So we're going to start with the blue because that's the most annoying one to deal with. We're going to burn it. Now, for anyone who's new to this, you can use any regular lighter. It doesn't have to be the one I'm using. I only use this one because of the type of paracord I'm using. There we go. Kids, have an adult do this step for you because it is dangerous. You're dealing with fire. But yeah, you don't necessarily need to melt it as long as I do either. I just, sometimes it doesn't stick right, so I like to melt it as much as possible, so almost liquid, and then it kind of just fuses to the rest of the paracord. We got these two. It's a little bit long for each one, so we're just gonna cut a little bit off, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna melt them. And what you can do from here is you can either glue them together or do what I would do and fold it on top, so that way it doesn't come undone later. But there you go, guys. Now we have fully functional keychain. You can put it, you know, on whatever, and I think that looks pretty cool, don't you guys? You spin it, it looks kind of odd though. But yeah, have a nice day, everyone.